In this video, we're going to take a look at purchase order. Purchase order menu is used to order items for purchases from purchasing vendors. It is under Inventory 1, Purchases, and Purchase Order. By clicking on the new purchase order, you can fill in the data like so. Fill in the customer vendor and the date. If you would like to automize the pick when you input the vendor, you have to go to the vendor list. Inventory 1, Setup, and Vendor. Click on the vendor and go to the Credit tab and pick the employee and make sure to save. Going back, put the potential location in where once you purchase them, where it will potentially be stored. Choose the transaction type to see if it's taxable or not. Furthermore, if the currency is domestic, set it as domestic. If not, you can add more currencies to see fit. If you have a certain delivery date that you would like to set, you can set it up as well. Under the customer vendor, if you press the FN button, you can check for the receivable, payable information. Furthermore, if you need more items, like the address tab, you can press the option button and input screen settings. You can press the add button and select like a text type. You can press the setup button and change the display name to however you like. Make sure to save. Fill the information like you need to fill them, and let's move on to the bottom half. You can search for the item code by filling in the name, or you can double click it and press enter, where you can search for the item. Here, you can enter the quantity, and you can see that the price information has been automatically filled. This happens when you enter the following: inventory setup an item, and if you go to that item and input the purchase price or other prices here, it will bring that value. If you want to bring that value, press FN, and you can select the price from here. And you can modify the price whenever you want, and you can set up different delivery dates per item. If you have multiple items, you can select them and delete them, or you can change its price or adjust its price according to its percentage or price. If you want a 10% increase, you can do a 10%, or if you want a 10% discount, you can ask for it by putting in the negative value. You can also bring in other slips by pressing the Load Slip button. Or you can choose to view the inventory stock when you have the location indicated. Once you're ready, make sure to save. All saved purchase orders will be listed in the purchase order list, where you can modify them or delete them by selecting the date number. You can choose to delete them or modify them. Once that's done, you can press the print button, where you can modify the template to your company's needs. You can right-click and insert fields, or delete them as you please. You can press email to send it to your vendor. This is also brought automatically when you have filled in the email section under that vendor. You can modify it or add more people. You can also choose to save it as Excel or PDF. If you would like, you could change the status of that purchase order by clicking on the change status and making it finished. If you're using the e-approval menu and when you attach this purchase order list, it will go to this part. And when you're using the unconfirmed or confirmed authorization, it will be put here as well. Now, if you have actually made the purchase and the inventory increased, you need to make a purchase slip. You can do so by clicking the Generate Other Slip and Purchase Slip button, or going to New Purchases. Here, select the purchase order. Apply residual quantity, and make sure to save when you're done. If you did not buy all of them and bought partial amounts, select that partial amount and hit save. When we bring back the same purchase order, it calculates the residual quantity like so. Or you can take a look at the outstanding purchase order status. Lastly, you can look at the purchase order status by line, or you can select certain elements as a search tool. If you like, you can set up your own summary conditions, such as daily purchase orders organized by items. You can also choose to show the approval line as well. You can choose to make a new template or modify existing ones as well.